Guru Granthsahibji Vyakhya Baramaha Katak Ang 135 Translation and Explanation by Sonia Sodhi. The ninth Pauri of Baramaha Maj in Ang 134 from Guru Granth Sahib focuses on the month of Katak, mid-October, mid-Nov, where Guruji stressed the importance of virtuous deeds and the belief that our actions dictate our rewards. Blaming others for life's circumstances is discouraged, highlighting personal responsibility and nurturing goodness. Guruji also cautions against forgetting the transcendent Lord, which can lead to suffering and ailments, and the presence of saints, Sat Sangat, alleviates worries.
कत्तक करम कमावने दोष न काहू जोग.
Literal translation. Guruji says that in the month of Katak, do good deeds. Do not try to blame anyone else. Guruji's teachings for the month of Katak, mid-October to mid-November, stress the importance of performing virtuous deeds. This guidance is rooted in the fundamental principle that as are the deeds, so is the reward. Therefore, it is essential for individuals to avoid placing blame on others for the circumstances they face, as these are often the consequences of their own actions. Instead, Guruji encourages a focus on cultivating goodness and taking responsibility for one's own deeds during this period.
परमेसर ते भुलिया व्यापन सब्बे रोग.
Literal translation. Forgetting the transcendent Lord, all sorts of illnesses are contracted. Guruji's teachings emphasize that when one forgets the transcendent Lord, they become vulnerable to a multitude of ailments. By disregarding the Almighty, all manner of illnesses can attach themselves to an individual's being.
विमुख होए राम ते लगन जन्म विजोग.
Literal translation. Those who turn their backs on the Lord shall be separated from Him and consigned to reincarnation, over and over again. Guruji here says that those who forsake the Lord shall experience separation from Him, leading to a cycle of repeated reincarnation. Those who reject belief in the omnipresent Almighty, atheists, will endure a lifelong separation from the divine.
खिन्मे कौड़े हो गए जितड़े माया भोग.
Literal translation. In an instant, all of Maya's sensual pleasures turn bitter. Guruji conveys that in an instant, all the sensory pleasures offered by Maya, worldly attachments, turn bitter. What once provided the sweetness of pleasure throughout one's life transforms into bitterness and anguish during the transition of death.
विच न कोई कर सके किस्थे रोवे रोज.
Literal translation. No one can then serve as your intermediary. Unto whom can we turn and cry? Guruji says that in that moment, no intermediary can intercede on your behalf before whom shall one cry and turn for solace and relief.
कीता किछु न होवई लिखिया तुर संजोग.
Literal translation. By one's own actions, nothing can be done. Destiny was predetermined from the very beginning. Nothing can ever take place which are initiated ourselves because all get together, sanjog, and separation, vijog, is predetermined, fated.
बट भागी मेरा प्रभ मिले ता उतरे सब वियोग.
Literal translation. By great good fortune, I meet my God, and then all pain of separation departs. When the great destiny Almighty is attained, then all the pain of separation disappears.
नानक को प्रभ राख ले मेरे साहिब बंदी मोच.
Literal translation. Please protect Nanak, God. O my Lord and Master, please release me from bondage. Guruji says, Dear Almighty, please cut the desires like strings and protect me.
कत्तक होवे साध संग बिन से सब्बे सोच.
Literal translation. In Katak, in the company of the holy, all anxiety vanishes. Guruji says that through the month of Katak, when the company of saints, Sat Sangat true congregation, is obtained, all the worries disappear. Summary of 9th Pauri of Baramaha Rag Maj. Guruji highlights the significance of virtuous deeds in this month and the principle that one's actions determine their rewards. Further, blaming others for life's circumstances is discouraged, with an emphasis on personal responsibility and cultivating goodness. Guruji warns that forgetting the transcendent Lord can lead to various ailments and suffering. Those who forsake the Lord face repeated cycles of reincarnation, while atheists experience lifelong separation from the divine. The fleeting nature of sensory pleasures is emphasized, as they turn bitter in the face of death. In those moments, no intermediary can help, and solace is elusive. Guruji emphasizes that everything, including meetings and partings, is predetermined by fate. Attaining the Almighty erases the pain of separation. A prayer is made to the Almighty to cut desires and provide protection. The presence of saints, Sat Sangat, in the month of Katak alleviates worries.